Bonjour! I wanted to do another video about our mots interrogatifs that you will find in your book on page 98, 99, and 100. So again, this is all about asking questions and using question words. And so we're going to focus mainly on two parts. We're going to focus on est-ce que, and then we're going to focus on inversion. And that simply means changing the order of the verb and the subject. So in our first example here, I have my information word où, and it says où est-ce qu'il joue du piano? So where is my information question, and that's going to come right before my est-ce que. Now you'll notice in this est-ce que, I've dropped the E and I've added an apostrophe before my il because of that vowel. And so this is the simple structure. Our information word où, and then est-ce que, and then the rest of our question. Now one that's a little bit different is our combien de. The combien de is a little bit different because we need combien de, we need to say how many of what we're talking about. And then we see est-ce que. So we'll have combien de fois par semaine, combien d'instruments. So of course we have d'instruments, D apostrophe, because instruments begins with that vowel, I. So after we ask for our information, combien de fois par semaine, then we're going to see our est-ce que. Est-ce qu'il joue? And again, our joue is agreeing with il. And that est-ce que has lost its E because il has a vowel in front of it. Now that is our question words with est-ce que. And this will hold true for où, quand, comment, and pourquoi. We can also use, if we don't want to use est-ce que, we can also use inversion. And that's the next example down here with our purple star. It has où étudie-t-il la musique? So we notice that il étudie, instead of saying he studies, I'm inverting that. And I'm saying, does he study? So étudie-t-il. And again, that T is in there simply for pronunciation's sake because we have the E on the end of étudie in the I that is beginning il. So for pronunciation, we're going to add that T. So here we have, again, où, our question word to begin the question, and then we have the inversion. So instead of est-ce que, we'll simply invert the subject and the verb. Où étudie-t-il la musique? Another example with quand. Quand étudies-tu la musique? I wanted you to see an example that doesn't have that T in there. So this is simply tu, which is conjugated with étudie, which of course is es on the end. And I'm just switching the order, putting my verb étudie first, and then my subject tu. And then I'll finish my question, la musique. Again, you can use inversion with où, quand, comment, and pourquoi. They work with all of those. Another kind of question we may ask, which you'll find on page 100 of your textbook, is who or to whom. And that is used with qui. Now, qui acts as a subject, so I can just do qui, and then I can use my verb. Qui étudie le français? Who is studying French? Or I can use à qui parle-t-il? I need the à qui because when I use the verb parler, afterwards I'm going to say parler à. I'm speaking to someone. So I'm going to have to keep that preposition à, and I'm going to see that at the beginning of my question. À qui parle-t-il? And this holds true as well. I put over here, down on the bottom with qu'est-ce que and que. Now, qu'est-ce que, you're going to see that est-ce que is in there because that is not used as a subject. Okay, so we're going to ask a question like, qu'est-ce que vous étudiez? What? So the whole qu'est-ce que is asking my what. Or I could use just que, but then I'm going to have to use inversion. Que étudiez-vous? So either way, you can use your est-ce que, you can use your inversion with your que. Qu'est-ce que vous étudiez? Qu'étudiez-vous? Either way, but it has that que, étudiez-vous, so you have your 3 parts of that still asking a question. I hope this explains it a little bit more. If you do have questions, please feel free to reach out and ask. Merci, au revoir.